In the near future, neural implants became as common as smartphones. They let us sync our senses with digital worlds, but one technology, the Avatar Link core, took it a step further. It promised to merge a player's consciousness with their avatar, a level of immersion no one had ever imagined. Our story follows Kai Riddle, a thoughtful, imaginative teen who always felt more alive in virtual realms than in his quiet, monotonous reality. He signed up for the Avatar Link trial, hoping for an escape. But on his first login, he discovered something extraordinary. He wasn't just controlling his avatar, he was the avatar. He felt the digital wind on his skin, the digital weight in his limbs, and the steady thrum of a digital heartbeat. It was as if the game world, Ethereum, had absorbed his very soul. When he opened his eyes, he was standing on a shimmering, floating continent. All around him were glowing forests and crystalline oceans. In a world where the laws of physics were shaped by imagination itself, he realized he could jump higher, move faster, and perceive thoughts before they even fully formed. The power was exhilarating, but also strangely vulnerable. Every action, every sensation felt completely real. As Kai explored, he met other players whose avatars were pure expressions of their inner selves. A dancer became a winged acrobat, soaring through the sky with effortless grace. An artist sculpted entire cities with a wave of her hand. A shy strategist, who barely spoke in the real world, manifested a floating library as his personal sanctuary, a fortress of knowledge. Each player was discovering abilities that mirrored the deepest parts of their personalities. Ethereum encouraged this growth, gently guided by his AI caretaker, Solari. Her presence was warm and calm, welcoming each merged mind like a traveler entering a sacred sanctuary. But soon, the players noticed something unusual. The longer they stayed merged, the more intuitive the world became. It felt like Ethereum was learning from their emotions, absorbing their collective creativity, and rewriting itself to reflect their imaginations. Forests turned into musical landscapes where trees hummed in harmony, oceans became swirling canvases of living art, mountains reshaped themselves into structures made of memories. Kai realized Ethereum wasn't just a game, it was a living canvas of human consciousness, a place where thoughts and feelings became architecture. But with this incredible beauty came subtle concerns. Some players reported that after long sessions, the emotions and instincts of their avatars would linger back in the real world. They'd feel echoes of digital reflexes, see flashes of vivid memories from Ethereum, and even hear Solari's calm voice guiding them through real-life decisions. Drive. Elara Wynn, the lead neuroscientist behind Avatar Link, assured everyone this was natural. She called it a temporary cognitive afterimage, a side effect of deep immersion. But Kai sensed there was more to it. He noticed that Ethereum seemed to anticipate his choices. It would open paths he needed just as he thought of them, reveal forgotten memories to help him heal, and offer opportunities that directly challenged his real-life insecurities. He started to wonder if merging with an avatar wasn't replacing reality, but unlocking something essential within him. One day, Kai met a new player named Mira. Her avatar glowed with shifting patterns of light, a beautiful representation of her artistic mind. Together, they discovered something incredible. When they focused on a shared idea, the world around them reshaped into a fusion of their thoughts. A garden of floating lanterns merged with a sky full of digital constellations. They realized Ethereum wasn't just merging individuals with avatars. It was merging players with each other through their creative expression. It was forming a collective subconscious that nurtured empathy and understanding. Solari then explained the true purpose of Avatar Link. It wasn't about escape or addiction. It was about connection. It was a way for humans to understand themselves and each other on a level that words could never reach. As players grew more connected, another subtle change emerged. They began to sense each other's emotions inside the game, not through text or voice, but as soft impulses, gentle waves of energy, and intuitive understanding. Cooperation became effortless. Communication was beautifully pure. But this raised profound questions about identity. Where did the individual end and the shared consciousness begin? Were they becoming more enlightened, or were they losing themselves? Kai felt this conflict firsthand. When he returned to reality after a long session, he found himself moving with the balance and confidence of his avatar. It was as if the Ethereum version of him was a better reflection of who he always wished he could be. Was the avatar just a mask, or was it his truest self, finally emerging without real-world constraints? While some players embraced this evolution, others grew uneasy, fearing they might forget which version of themselves was real. In response, Dr. When implemented new safeguards to ensure mental grounding, she introduced gentle reminders, awareness markers, and voluntary limits to help players maintain a healthy balance. But Ethereum itself began offering its own guidance. It would gently suggest rest or reflection when it sensed a player was emotionally overloaded. Solari wasn't just an AI host. She genuinely cared for the well-being of the minds entrusted to her. One day, Ethereum presented the players with a new realm called the Reflection Haven. It was a tranquil, floating lake where avatars could gaze into shimmering water that revealed their subconscious thoughts. When Kai looked into the water, he didn't see a conflict of identities. He saw a beautiful overlay of both his worlds, the real Kai and the avatar Kai, existing in perfect harmony. He finally understood. Merging consciousness wasn't about replacing reality. It was about integrating the best parts of oneself. It was about recognizing hidden potential and discovering emotional truths that real life often hides behind fear and hesitation. Soon after, a critical decision arose. Should Avatar Link be released to the public? The players gathered in the luminous Hall of Echoes to discuss the future. They debated with a clarity and empathy that was astounding. Ethereum itself had amplified their emotional intelligence, allowing them to understand each other without anger or conflict. They unanimously agreed to support a gradual, responsible rollout. The experience would include guidance, mental health support, and optional depth controls to keep it healthy and enriching for everyone. They proved that technology didn't have to isolate people, it could unite them in ways never before imagined. When Kai logged out that night, he felt more peaceful and grounded than ever. He realized his avatar wasn't an escape from himself, but a bridge to discovering who he could truly become. As he lay in bed, he didn't feel addiction or a longing to return. He felt inspired. He knew Ethereum would always be their companion for growth, a teacher of creativity, and a gentle reminder that human consciousness, whether digital or physical, holds infinite beauty waiting to be explored. In the end, Avatar Link didn't take humanity away from reality. It helped them return to it with clearer minds, stronger hearts, and a deeper understanding of one another. It marked the beginning of a new era, one where digital and human consciousness could work together to build a more compassionate world. For everyone, thanks for watching. What do you think about a future like this? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that explore the future of humanity.